What's up you guys, this is Golden Understood Rider. I'm here back with another video. So today is the Friday, which is the Christmas Eve, and then tomorrow would be Christmas. I wish you all a happy holiday, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, as this would be my last video for this year. So this is the first video after all sort of the modification I've done to the bike, but today's topic, it's about how to break in your motorcycle properly. And my last video that I had on the bike was I was sitting at like 12 miles on the bike, but right now I'm about like 500 and I have another 100 to go in order to break it in properly and getting the first service. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon so every time I post a new video or content you will be notified, as well as drop a like, dislike, comment. If you have any question or anything, make sure to ask me in the comment section down below. What are the benefits of breaking in your motorcycle before you actually like go crazy on it? So without further ado, let's get on the bike and we'll go over from there. Oh man, I'm really excited to be back on the bike. It's been raining really hard past few days, so it'll be raining. Actually, it was raining all night last night, but now it stopped raining. It's a little dry and it'll start raining again like tonight after 8 o'clock or something. So I was like, let me take advantage of the weather, just get on the bike, make this video for you all, as my channel, it's kind of been growing, and with your support and all that, I can get to where I need to be. I'm not sure if you can see this or not, but right now I'm sitting at 526 miles on the bike, and my last video I had about 12 miles on it. So it's been, and I have about 80 miles to go in order to get the first service, and I'm done basically with the braking period. My last video was with stock exhaust and you could barely hear anything, but now I have the aftermarket exhaust on it, so it sounds a little better. Let's give it a rep. Man, it's just like crazy. Today's video, I'm gonna make it super short. This is basically how to break in your motorcycle properly. A lot of bikes, doesn't matter which bike that you have, all the bikes comes with like an owner's manual, and then on the owner's manual it tells you what are the braking precautions that you need to take in order to have a healthy bike. The sound of the exhaust is just like throws me off. It barely lets me talk. I just want to listen to the bike. It's crazy. Since I've never been on a cruiser or I've never had a naked bike, but all the sport bikes that I used to have or I owned, they've broken in the same way as this bike. So owner's manual recommends first 600 miles that you would want to go slow. You don't want to like rip it. You don't want to like basically go crazy on the bike. So basically the first 600 miles, that's what the owner's manual recommend, and then you would want to stick to that, because technically this guy. So basically the first 600 miles, that's what you want to take care of your motorcycle the most, because due to owner's manual that comes from the factory and it's been studied on, and then like engineers, they know their product the best. So there are some people out there, they don't believe in braking period, or they're like a soft braking or hard braking, but technically it'll make sense for you to soft brake in your motorcycle. And the reason is because all the parts needs to be sit together, it needs to be adjusted, and then like the lubrication and all the oil and everything needs to flow in the bike. So it's better for you to just break it in properly, that way your engine's gonna last longer. So let's race this guy. This guy is trying to race me. First, when I started riding motorcycle, I thought braking it's something really like crazy. Oh my god, what is the braking? I don't want to do that from the beginning. I want to like ride my bike, I want to go crazy. But no, if you're buying a brand new bike and you pay a lot of money, that's your hard work that you're paying, and you want to enjoy your hard work that you pay to buy a motorcycle. Like you will think, oh my god, 600 miles can take forever. But no, like I bought this bike less than a month and a half ago, and I'm already at like 531. So And it's been raining though. Like, I bought it like during the cold season. If it wasn't raining, I would be at 1,000 miles right now, because I mean, I'm excited to ride the bike and all of that. Like I said, this is only for sport bike, and that's the way I would do it. And the way I'm doing it, I didn't create this method. I was just following the owner's manual. So what the owner manual says, it says do not do freeway runs, do not exceed 6,000 RPM, and do not cruise on the same RPM for a long time, and also vary your RPMs as you ride the bike. So technically I'm gonna go back. Let's say you get the bike with 0 mileage. The first 100 you would want to ride the bike super smooth, super nice, because you'll have to brake in your tires as well as your brakes. As they're super new, you don't want to go crazy on them, because the new tires are super slippery and they're kind of dangerous, and a lot of people end up crashing their bike the first 100 miles because the tires are super new, the rubbers are like super slippery. So you would want to take it easy on that. What I would recommend, turn off your quick shifter, so you're not in a habit of using your quick shifter, and try to use your clutch, because every time you use the clutch, the RPM drops, and as you let it off, then it all goes back to what it was. With this method, you're doing two things at a time. You're varying your RPM, and you are changing your gears, as you have to vary, like play through the gears to just go up and down. That's just how the braking works. So as I was saying, going through RPM, see, you pull in the clutch, it drops, you go to the second gear, so the RPM already drops and goes back up, so you're varying your RPM already. And then like you want to go to I'm gonna do it until the 6th gear, so you will see what I'm talking about. See, to third, so basically the RPM drops, goes back up, so you're varying your RPM. So 4th gear, and then you give it a little bit more gas, and then 5th. So every time you pull in your clutch, see, it drops. And when you say vary at volume, let's say on a 6th gear, I want to go for extended ride. So right now I'm at 3,000. So rev it high, and then brake again, and then drop the couple or another gear. See, it comes back on. And then while I'm in a 3rd gear, I'm gonna go up, pull the clutch, go back. You see, it drops from 6 to 4 or to 5. And this is how you vary your RPM and you go through the gears. Like, you don't have to do this constantly, but that's basically how it works. Don't do freeway runs, and if you're doing freeways, make sure you do it for the short distance. Don't go for like an hour ride, or like don't do it more than like 1 hour. And then what also one of my friends who owns a motorcycle mechanic shop recommended, just for a brand new bike, which is, I mean, the first 600 miles, it's best to, after, let's say if you want to go far, and after you're doing all your RPM variation, and like, let's say you do go through your gears a lot, after 45 minutes to 1 hour, it's better to just stop somewhere, give the bike about 20 to half an hour rest, and then go back on it, and then go for another, like, I don't know, 20 or 30 minutes. If you have any other bikes, make sure you just go back to your owner's manual and see what are their recommendations. But for Kawasaki, and for the most, like for 90% of the sport bikes, they recommend the 600-mile braking to be the way I just said. I've seen out there, like, there are YouTubers who are doing motovlogs. They get the brand new bike from the dealer and they rip it off, they redline the bike, and they go like top speed of 190 or 200 miles with like the bike that only has 4 miles on it. That's really, I mean, technically if you look at it, it's not good for your bike. Even though if you have a brand new car, you wouldn't want to like go crazy with it the first few 100 miles. I paid, I don't know, 20 plus thousand for this bike, and I don't want to like enjoy it only for a few months or a year, and after that I start spending money on the engine, which I could have prevent all the money that I could have spent on something else or a second bike. It's good to go through the city first, or like a local roads, so that way you have a lot of stops or traffic, so automatically it forces you to change the gears a lot and then kind of brake a lot. And then if you're doing freeway runs, make sure you're not going above 6,000, because technically on a liter bike, like 1,000cc bike, you don't have to go that crazy, because being on a 6th gear at 5,000 RPM on a highway, you're already at like 80 miles, 75 to 80 miles. So you can vary your RPM, make sure you... Alright guys, so this is it for today. I don't have anything else. This was just a quick video. I thought about doing this and just taking advantage of the weather, as it's gonna rain in about like an hour or so. Again, I appreciate all your support. My channel, when I posted my first video of this bike, I only had like 10 subscribers, but right now I'm at 200, and I appreciate you guys for support. And the more I see the love, I'm more encouraged to make the videos of my bike or other bikes or motorcycle content. I have another modification coming up, which I will be posting, which will be my gas cap. I'm gonna get a carbon fiber gas cap, which will save me a ton of weight on the bike, and I will be for sure posting video on that as well. And again, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe, hit that bell icon. Every time I post a new video or content, you will be notified. And drop a like, dislike. If you have any question or anything, ask me in the comment section down below. Happy New Year, happy holidays, have a safe holiday, and make sure you're staying safe and sound. Love you all. Until next video.